back with another edition of the Toxic Workplace video series, and today we talk about discouraging opinion and the bad negative impact that can have on your work environment, your work culture. As I talked about in an earlier video in this series, having disagreement, having differences of opinion is not the worst thing in the world. When we stifle differences of opinion or we avoid conflict because we don't want to deal with differences of opinion, we actually create a worse atmosphere than the atmosphere that we think that we're solving by ignoring the conflict or the differences of opinion. And so it's important that we really encourage differences of opinion to allow people to have a voice be heard and not feel like they're being silenced. Because when people feel like they're being silenced, that's when you get to things like the meeting after the meeting. You get to people saying, well, that's not my job. And you get to these negative things that really worsen your toxic culture. Hopefully you don't have a toxic culture, but if you do, these are things that you do, maybe even subconsciously, that continue to gnaw and eat away at your work atmosphere and creates a more increasingly toxic environment that can be devastating to your productivity, to your culture. And so it's important that when people have differences of opinion, that we encourage them, we allow these people to be heard, and then you answer them respectfully and honestly. Try to avoid hiding things from people as well. While you're encouraging people to express their opinions, it's also important that you're transparent and you're honest with people so that they feel like their voices are truly heard and that you're not just letting them talk so they will shut up and eventually you can move on to something else. So don't discourage people from having differing opinions. Encourage them to have different opinions and be ready and willing to be honest about how you feel about those opinions. And that'll help you create a better environment that'll move you away from that toxicity that's going to destroy all the things that you really want to work for.